Remember the 12 by 18 Aiden frame? I hope you do, because we are going to remove this tonight, and we are going to make a birthday cake for my grandmother. So today would have been her 89th birthday, if she was still here with us, and I want to celebrate that, so let's get to it. All right, so we're going to remove this. This is a chalkboard. You can get this in my shop. You can comment the word birthday right now and get this at a discount. So I'm just spraying with plain water. If I can get my sprayer to work. I think it's about empty now. Hi Lisa, how are you? All right, I'll use my paste scraper to start with. And I might need a little more water. So if you didn't already know, there is a birthday cake transfer. And I think it's so much fun. For a birthday party, it would be absolutely perfection to have this as part of your decor. Especially like if you're having the party somewhere, to kind of lead people to where the actual festivities are going to be. I think that's such a fun idea. And then, and I didn't do it today, but my mom mentioned how much fun it would be. Hi Laura, hi Jan, hey Karen, hi Ann, welcome. How much fun it would be to get a kid's t-shirt and put a birthday cake on it, and like they can wear it to school. I'm doing well. It's storming here right now. It's raining like crazy outside. I brought an umbrella out here with me tonight because it was coming down pretty good. So I think those ideas are really fun too. Just ink a t-shirt. So then they can wear their shirt to school on their birthday. And then everyone will know it's their birthday. And they will obviously get told happy birthday all day long. Hopefully people will recognize that that's what that means. Okay. Alright, so I don't think I have enough water on here, but I'll spray some more. I'm going to go ahead and just clean up some of this paste off of here, because there's a lot. This one was a big project. So I'm not actually like cleaning the board or anything with the baby wipe. I'm just kind of cleaning up my mess so that whenever I go back with my board eraser, it'll make it a little bit easier. I need to probably fill this up. I knew I should have done this before my live started, but I probably don't do half the things I needed to do before my live started. So let me just empty some of this water because I think I went a little wild there, filling it up too high. All right. Hi, Deborah. Shoot. Okay, here we go. So if you have one of these sprayers, sometimes if it doesn't get pressurized, you just have to twist the top of it and put it back on, and then it'll work like a charm, okay? All right, so just using my board eraser to get the rest of the paste off of here. After I got the majority of it off with my paste scraper. So that's really important, that you make sure that you use the paste scraper before, or else you're gonna have a lot of paste to get off the board, okay? All right, so just go a little bit more with that, and then I'm gonna wipe it down one more time. Because I'm not in my kitchen with the sink, it's a little different than I would normally do to clean a board, okay? Normally I'd be washing my board eraser out and I wouldn't be leaving streaky mess on my board, but we do what we can, you know? All right. So we are gonna make a birthday cake for my grandmother today. Like I said, it would have been her 89th birthday if she were still with us, and I'm sure she's watching, living this project too. She never did like a big fuss made, but I don't care. I always remembered her birthday. I don't know why, but I'm pretty good with dates. And I remember people's birthdays all the time. Okay. Now, we're good and clean, okay? It's still a little damp on some spots. But this is the birthday cake transfer. It is an E-size, y'all. There's so many pieces to it. There's the actual cake with the stand. Celebrate, some candles. And then let me show you the rest of it really quick. So there's a couple different options to put on the top. And then a congrats also in case if you want to do maybe a wedding or a baby shower, okay? And then of course, other things for the top, okay? All right, so we're gonna use these pieces. This is the 12 by 18 Aiden, okay? So let's start with the cake itself. And I want to fuzz this really well because it's going to stick really good. Thank you so much, Melissa. I'm sure she's having a blast up there. My grandpa's up there with her now. So they were married, y'all, for like 60-something years. So they were married from being teenagers until they died, which is incredible to me. I think it's so awesome. I wish I would love to have a love like that. That, you know, not that I don't have a great love, but I would have loved to have found Chris in high school and fallen for him and been with him forever and started a family and all that good stuff back then. Okay, so there's my start of my cake, okay? Now, I'm going to make sure that I push it down really well. And I have several things happening here. I have several colors. I do want to use, I'm going to use Shimmer Frost for the base, which is just white with shimmer. Okay, I think a regular white base is pretty good for this one. So, I'm going to start with that. And I am going to use paste and peel for this. I'm going to peel it up as I go. So for each section of the cake, I will peel it up. And I pulled out some colors that I think she would appreciate. Like some pinks and some green, a teal and a blue. But mainly the pinks. I really think that this type of color or slate rose would have been her favorites. Hi, Alma. She always had her nails painted like one of those colors. Always. Ever since I can remember. Alright. I'll never forget, she took me to the nail salon one time with her. So we'll start with Marvelous on the bottom layer. Excellent, Alma. I'm so happy that you got it. I'm glad that it showed up okay. Really glad that you're happy with your little goodies. Anyway, she would take me to the nail salon with her. I was with my grandparents all summer long. Literally every waking moment that I wasn't in school as a kid, I wanted to be at my grandparents' house. And they would have me. And I love to just go over there by myself. We would also go with the cousins. There were 9 of us cousins. My brother and I would go. But I like to go by myself too. So I would be over there as long as they would have me. Anyways, she would take me to the nail salon with her. And I remember one time she asked me if I wanted to get my nails painted. And I told her, yeah, but I want to get acrylic. And y'all, I don't know how old I was, okay? But I was pretty ballsy to be telling my grandmother what I was going to be doing. with my life. And I think she got me acrylic nails that day. So, you know, if you don't shoot for it, you'll never get it. Hi, Autumn. How are you? So just give it a try, you know. You never know if you're going to be successful in your venture, but might as well give it a go, okay? That is my advice for you. And really, honestly, my mama never really told me no. I was a spoiled, rotten little brat. And, I mean, she was awesome to me. But, so she got me acrylic nails. And my mom probably freaked out whenever I got home. I don't even know how my mom felt about it at the time. My mom certainly had never gotten me acrylic nails. So there's that. And my lake short is very dried up. So we're not going to use that one. But we will use, oh, darn it. Let me see if I can, sorry, y'all. Let me pull out a different one. We're going to use Ocean Mist. I don't know what I was thinking there. Okay. This is Ocean Mist. We'll use it for the middle layer. But yeah, my grandparents were super cool. And my grandpa was like a night owl, okay? He would be up all hours of the night. And now it makes sense to me because my mom is also a night owl. My dad will go to bed early and get up early. My mom still gets up early too, but she stays up all hours of the night. And my grandpa would be up all night. We would be watching Nick at Night together, and we would have a snack, of course. And he introduced me to eating avocados, like just cutting up a half of an avocado and eating it with a fork. And to this day, that's one of my favorite snacks is an avocado. Just to eat by itself with nothing else. I love it. Oops. Yeah, I love this one too. Don't be nervous. It's not even that big. This is only the 12 by 18 frame. So you don't have to have the huge frame for this one. I realized that tonight. We're going to use berry for the top layer. Let me see if I can find a squeegee. Just do paste and peel. It's totally worth it. You will love it, Alma. And there's no need to be afraid. Plus, I have it on sale tonight. So yeah. Just comment the word birthday to get the supplies to make this. Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate and not go outside of the lines here. But it's a little hard to talk. But yeah, me and my grandpa, snacks at night and Nick at Night, every night. My parents never had cable growing up, so it was a treat to go to my grandparents' house and have cable. Yeah, I love this one too, Sue. I'm glad y'all are liking this one. Ooh, I love it. That is so pretty. That is a birthday cake that I would love to have. Look how pretty that is. Okay, so now let's dry this really well. And then we'll put some candles on it and a little banner at the top. And we will be good to go. For my grandmother's 89th birthday today, I think this is very fitting. Hi, Stephanie. How are you? Thank you, Melissa. Hi, Marcia. Alright, so I want to make sure it's good and dry because this is going to layer a little bit over this top layer. Now there are other options, okay? I think this is, it looks like, almost like a donut. Yeah, that is, this one down here, that's like donuts and other sweets that you can put on top of your cake. There's some firework looking stuff. Hi, Joni. But yeah, this would be so perfect for decoration at a birthday party. And then if you get the easel or an easel, any easel, and it'll sit on an easel. The 14-inch easel will hold this great. So then you can just set it on a table or whatever and lead people towards the party. But wouldn't this be super cute on a t-shirt for your kid's birthday? Or, I mean, for your own birthday, honestly. I would wear a birthday shirt. There was one year that my 25th birthday, my mom got me a tiara for my birthday. And you know I wore that thing to work. Hi, Donna. Hi, Brownie. How are y'all? Okay, so we're going to use Slate Rose, one of my favorites. And you know what? I'm realizing I need some candle. I need the candles. So we're going to make a fun little mix for the candles. Okay, so let me see. We'll do Slate Rose for our candles, which I swear to you, this is the color that my grandma used to wear on her fingernails. Every time that she'd get her nails done, it was this color. Meanwhile, I'm going to be the grandma that always wore black on her fingernails. Oh, man. Okay. Now, I am going to pull this up because it's going to take me a minute to get my life together enough to do the rest of the candles, okay? So I'm going to just leave that there. Let me put this away. Yeah, I think so, Donna. Yeah, and actually, we used to always have a costume contest at my old office that I used to work at. And I was a beauty queen one year, and my crown worked out perfectly for me. All right, we're going to use a little bit of Sunnyside. Okay. Hopefully that's enough. I'm going to leave it open. And a little bit of candy apple. And I'm not going to put that back in there because I just mixed it. And then do a bit of a hot mess here and get us a little candle flame. Perfect. That is perfection. So let me show you this. Okay, I think I'm good with my sunny side here. Look how cute this is so far, y'all. Super simple to do, just a 12 by 18 board, nothing fancy, nothing scary at all about it, okay? Literally one piece. This is not even as big as a C size. It's only a little bit bigger than a B. You can do this, okay? I know that E size transfer is terrifying, okay? It's 18 by 24, and it is absolutely horrifying, okay? But it's not that scary. It does not have to be that scary either. This is the 12 by 18 Aiden frame. Hold on, I'll show it to you one more time. It's so pretty. This one is also magnetic, okay? And obviously reusable. So you can do a design on it. And after your party is over, and I mean, think about all the different things that you could use this one transfer for. Baby showers, birthdays, even wedding showers, okay? All right, so then we'll do celebrate at the top, and I'm not gonna push it down except for on the silkscreen area because my candles are underneath there. And although I did dry them, I don't use surface wax on a chalkboard, okay? But I'm gonna push it down real good. And then we're gonna use Tide. Okay, we'll use Tide for this one. And hopefully it will be good to go. But honestly, you don't even have to have that many colors, okay? So you can really go all out or nothing at all. There's even, I think there's some fireworks in there that go on the top. So you could do a 4th of July cake. Honestly, anything that you want. Look how cute that is. I love it. So please, no, do not use wax on a chalkboard, because what's going to happen is whenever you go to remove it, you're going to have a big hard time to get that wax off of there, okay? You're going to have to spray it with a hot, like a heat tool, like a real true. This one is probably not going to melt it, so you have to use like a blow dryer, and then you're going to have to sop it up and hope that it doesn't stick to your board, okay? So don't use wax on a chalkboard. Just make sure that you fuzz really well, and you will be fine, okay? So, happy birthday to my mama, 89 years old up in heaven. You can comment the word birthday to get the supplies to make this on sale tonight, okay? And I love you guys so much. Thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you for being here. Thank you for helping me celebrate my grandmother's birthday. And I love you. Have a wonderful evening. We'll talk soon, okay?